What's good, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. For some of you who also may happen to work a 9 to 5 and may happen to work Mondays through Fridays, couldn't wait to get to the weekend. Happy Friday to a lot of you guys who may happen to work one of those kinds of jobs. Anyways, and nevertheless, since it's been a good minute since I posted a video on behalf of dating horror stories, I wanted to take out the time to post another video on behalf of dating horror stories. Not just from women only, like I would do any other time, but men as well. Just to show you, I know it's sort of hard to believe that men have just as much of dating horror experiences as the average woman does. And on top of that, I wanted to take out the time to show how, for some of you who may have never done online dating, basically dating someone after meeting them and messaging them, text messaging them off of a dating / hookup app, well, let this be a prelude of what to expect for some of you who maybe I could say, I would like to say contemplating or thinking about doing online dating for the very first time. So brace yourselves.
This was by far the scariest moment I ever had. I matched with this girl. She was from Houston. Best way to describe her was Michelle Pfeiffer in Scarface. Very petite, short hair, really beautiful. And we started talking. We matched. We went to this place in Laguna Beach, had a couple margaritas, and we were having a great time. Everything was off to a great start. Then we made ourselves down to the other bar, which is called the Saloon. And for those who are Orange County locals, or actually who don't know, the Saloon is like this little quaint bar in Laguna Beach. It's got an amazing, cool little vibe to it. Comes out of the bathroom, and we're sitting in like this little corner booth, if you will. So she sits down, and something happened. Like, her mood was off. It went from, hugging, kissing, holding hands to just like sweaty, like nervous. Something was off. So she looks at me and she's like, "There's something I have to tell you." And I was like, "Oh God." I was like, let me look at the wedding ring finger, because I failed to look at it. I didn't see a tan line. And she's getting really nervous. Like, I'm talking like sweaty, like to the point where like she had a fever, like that type of sweating. And I'm not talking Christopher Walken, I got a fever. She was like literally like sweating balls if she had any. So anyway, she's sweating and she's like, "I got something to tell you." I was like, "Okay." And she looks at me and she said, "I didn't move from Houston to OC for work. I fled Houston to OC for my ex." And I was like, "You fled?" I was like, "What do you mean by that?" And then she started sweating even more. She was looking behind her back, like looking behind her shoulder, looking everywhere. I'm like, "What the hell's going on here?" She said, "My husband is one of the members of the cartel." I was like, "Sure." I was like, "Of course." But she was serious. And after like a couple seconds, I was like, "Oh, like, are you fucking for real? Like, for real? Like the Mexican cartel?" And she was like, just yes. She's like, "I fled here. I got a text message from my mom when I was in the bathroom that they're looking for her." And I was like, wait, whoa. I was like, "No wonder you're in the bathroom that long." So when I heard that, my heart was pounding. Like, I was getting freaking nervous because Mexican cartel, I mean, it's kind of like the Mexican CIA, if you will, right? I was like, "What the hell?" I was like, I gotta go. I have to leave." So what did I do? I didn't even hug her. I didn't even kiss her. I just said goodbye, and I'm running. So again, for those who live in Laguna Beach and OC, like, I was literally running into the little arcade hallway right past the gelato stand. Like, I'm sprinting for my car, sprinting. I am running so fast. And as I get to my car, I notice that there's a white Crown, those Ford undercover police cars. I see two dudes, Mexican dudes. They're about maybe 3 cars down where I'm at. And I'm like, oh God. I was like, please tell me that they are not going to follow me. So I get in my car and I have my phone out and I'm texting, calling my ex-wife, because this is about like 10:30 at night on, I think it was like on Monday or Tuesday. I'm calling, I'm texting my wife. No one's picking up. I'm freaking out. So I start my car, and I am gunning out of the parking garage. Like literally, I could have hit like 5 or 6 cars on the way out, but no, I was literally driving for my life, driving for my kid's life, because I was actually heading out of Laguna Beach on my way to go see my kids. So I kept telling myself, kept looking in my rearview mirror just to see if I was being tailed. Luckily, I didn't see anyone. So finally, she picks up, and you can tell she's in that REM cycle, and she's like, "Hello." I was like, "I need you to check on the kids. Please go check on them right now. Don't ask me any questions, but go check on them." And she's freaking out. I said, "What is this about?" I said, "Please just go check on them." So she puts me on hold. She goes into the room and tells me, "Yes, both kids are sleeping. Everything's fine." And then she's asking me, like, what's going on? I said, nothing. Everything's fine. I just had a bad dream, and I just want to make sure the kids are okay. I didn't tell my ex-wife that story, but I'm sure this may pick up, and she'll probably hear this. That's probably why I woke you up, just so you know. But yeah, that was by far the scariest story I had.
Y'all know, like, I always get on here and I be talking about, like, people dating preferences, and that's, like, one of my biggest topics. So story time, because I feel like sometimes when I be giving game, a lot of motherfuckers be offended, but I be speaking from experience. Sorry that the light not even. I can't get it even, but so story time, I was talking to a dude and his ass was crazy as hell. Now me, I got a record of like every dude I done fucked with, they ass was crazy. I'm crazy too, but I didn't talk to people that's mentally ill, people that's throwed off, motherfuckers that just crazy. And they all different. If you know, you fucking know. So boom, I'm working at my job or whatever, work at the grocery store, and one day, like, this man come in and he got his kids and shit. I don't really talk to nobody with no kids, but honestly, like, at this time in my life, I'm like hella, like, I wouldn't say lonely, but I did want, like, you know how you always got a little boo to call, like, y'all at least go to eat, or like you just got somebody to do some shit with. And then I think my sister, we were super close at the time, like, she had moved states and shit. So, and then like my other friend, like, she be doing hers, so it's just like, damn. So I was thinking, like, I kind of do want to like start back talking to somebody, whatever, right? So I'm at my store and I'm like on register, and this man come up, dark skin, kind of buff, like very masculine, like vibe. He got some chains and shit on. I don't know, I don't really give no fuck about shit like that, but like, you know, he looked cool. But he had came with his family, like he was with like probably his nieces, his nephew, and like his kids and his mother or some shit like that. So we in the line, we talking cool, like we just kicking it. I think very good chemistry. So I said to myself, because I don't really give people my number at work and all of that shit, so I had said to myself, I'm like, all right, if I see him again, then I'll give him my number, but I'm not gonna give him my number now. Like, I'm just gonna kick it, be cool, because, you know. So boom, motherfucking I end up seeing him again, and I think he came to my register again this time. He like, oh, I be doing music, kid, take my number for my music. You know, he's just slick trying to get my number, whatever. End up giving him the shit, right? So I'm like, I'm sitting there, I'm kind of pressed, because I'm like, all right, let me see what's to him. Because you know how you think somebody cute, and you just kind of be like, oh, like, I wonder how this gonna go. It was like that. I wouldn't say, I ain't gonna use the word press, but I was like looking forward, you know. So boom, time go on. We probably text for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. We never talked on the phone. We always was just like texting, because I was doing whatever I had to do. Excuse you, ho. I had whatever I had going on. He had whatever he had going on. So we probably text for like 2 or 3 weeks, just texting. Like, now and then, what you doing? Da, 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 like, and then around this time, I was kind of back and forth out of town anyways. So boom, like 3 weeks of texting him, we finally end up like linking up or whatever. So he ended up taking me out to, we went to eat. And then we had went to like a little arcade place or whatever. I've never been on a date at an arcade ever, like, but it was fun as shit. Like, when you got chemistry with somebody, like, shit like that don't matter. Like, it was fun. Like, and we was like playing basketball. Like, it was just real cool, real cute, or whatever. No, that was that. Now, honestly, usually, like, I'm very, like, I have a lot of discernment. Like, I know how to read people and stuff like that. But maybe I'm thinking this time in my life, I might low-key didn't even care. Because the nigga had kids. I don't even be talking to nobody with no kids. It's probably a lot of shit I just was like, oh, I'm just chilling. Like, you know, I don't know. So that was that. We went out or whatever. Fast forward, like, I think I was trying to see him again. Now, the only difference this time is every time I was trying to see him, like, something will always come up, either him or me, and it shit happened about like 3 or 4 times in between us trying to see each other. And I remember thinking, like, to myself after that, because I'm real big on, if, like, say you keep calling your Uber and that shit keep getting canceled, that shit trying to tell you not to go. Like, you feel me? I'm real big on shit like that. So I start to think, like, damn, what if it's not even meant for me to go? This also gonna turn a little spiritual, so y'all listen. But I'm like, damn, what if it's not even really meant for me to go be around this nigga for real? Because I never had that happen with, like, some keep coming up with me, then some come up with you. It's like almost like bringing a bridge in between. It's like, you know. So anyway, one night, my homegirl, she had went to go with her boo or whatever, because we stay with each other or whatever. So she had went to go with her boo. And then he was been supposed to see me, but just so happened this night he was going to be able to see me. Now, I was mad as shit. I had an attitude because I been thought he was going to come see me during the daytime earlier, but he said he ended up having to do some stuff. And it was just like a whole bunch of miscommunication because I was out doing shit too. But I'm like, all right, when I'm ready, be ready. Like, I know that's not right, but I was thinking like, so that's the night he decided, like, all right, he gonna be able to come get me, whatever. Because at the time I was not driving, so he'll come get me. So okay, let me tell y'all this shit. This shit gonna sound crazy and it's hecka spiritual. But I remember, like, thinking, like, should I go or not? Because it's kind of weird. Like, it's been endless times we were supposed to go. And, like, something just kept coming up. So I remember, like, I said a prayer. Real big on prayer. I start praying or whatever. And I'm just, like, asking God for, like, protection. Like, you know, make sure I say, like, you know, because, you know, I couldn't really read the situation. Or maybe I didn't want to. Like, you know, so I'm just praying, like, extra protection. So I swear to God, on my granny, I'm standing on the end of the bed and I'm like getting myself together. I think I just had got done doing my hair or something. And I hear this woman voice. I swear to God. I don't even know, y'all. Come back for part 2, matter of fact.
And after hearing that second story, is it just me or does just about every modern day black woman, especially black women within the age bracket of this here young lady, I'm trying to say, excuse me, always, anytime they go into detail about their dating stories, they always have to refer to their former dates as the N word. And this is just a prime example of how every day, right, each and every day now, modern day black women are becoming more and more masculine. Because what real woman or woman that's all the way feminine really regularly refers to the opposite sex as the N word, specifically their very own black men as the N word. Anytime they may talk about their past experiences, even while on dates with guys, they may usually every now and then slip up and refer to them as the N word. And this is one example, in my opinion, of why each and every day black women are becoming the least desired out of all the other races of women due to them coming off more and more as more masculine. I mean, what man wants a woman that's trying to be just as masculine as he is in most cases? Hardly any. I don't or wouldn't. Anyways, let me show some more dating horror stories. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, if she, just in case, may think it's cute on behalf of how she got these baby hairs on her forehead, well, I hate to break it down to you, old girl, but it ain't. Because I don't know if it's just with me, but do they remind you of eyebrows on her forehead instead of baby hairs? Seriously, eyebrow extensions, that is. While she's trying to go into detail about her dating horror story and not realizing how scary looking you come across as. But back to the videos.
Story times, but lately I feel like my life has just been going in such a goofy direction that, like, I think it's time, man. I think it's truly time that I need to tell my side of the story of how Atlanta dating has just been treating me lately. And before I disclose this information, no, I'm not saying no names. No, I'm not telling you who the people are. I will never ever expose these people. But if this ever grace they For You page, just know, yes, I'm talking about you. So first thing first, one thing I notice about dating and ATL is do not, I ain't gonna say do not, but for me, I can't date single mothers. Single mothers is one of them type of vibes where it's like, in the beginning, it's super cool. They super cool people. They super genuine people. But the last 3 single moms that I took on dates all asked me for money at the end of the date. And I'm talking about, like, not just on some regular, like, you know what I'm saying, let me just hold a little something. I'm talking about astronomical numbers. Date number 1. So, shorty, she's from Detroit. She got a daughter. She cool as hell. Like, just smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like, dumb, smooth little vibe. Super, super cute. Fine for real. I ain't even gonna lie. So, I had ended up getting her number outside this little event that I got invited to. And she was a little hard to get, but you know what I'm saying? It was worth it because, you feel me? She was fine as hell. We ended up going on a date. You feel me? I'm not going to disclose the place because, you know, it's going to get too specific. But we want to go into a little date. And we do our thing. We grab drinks there. We eating food or whatever. And everything is cool. I'm getting to know her. We talking about life, the way we was raised. Just like all type of cool shit. And then afterwards, we end up going to another little lounge. You know what I'm saying? Because she wanted to smoke. So, you know what I'm saying? Went to a lounge. Went to go smoke. We went there, chill, vibe. Did the whole 9 yards. It was cool, I promise you. It was smooth, like super smooth, like great date. Afterwards, it's like, fuck it, we lit. It's probably like 3, maybe 4 in the morning around this time. It's late. We slide back to her crib. She realized that she ain't got no roll up. So I was like, fuck it, let's go to the gas station. Let's go grab you something to roll up in, you know what I'm saying? Because, you feel me, I just want the night to continue. Like, I just want to keep vibing with you because, you know, I'm just fucking with everything. Take her to the gas station, grab her some snacks, grab her some backwoods, you feel me? And, you know, everything's smooth. We go back to her spot, and I'm like, shit, like, what's good? Like, what you on? She was like, I mean, shit, we can go back into the crib. I'm like, yeah, show me a little tour, you feel me? Like, I ain't never been in there. I'm on my little corny shit. She like, oh yeah, come on, you come inside, it's cool. Bet. We go inside the crib, and the crib is cool, you know what I'm saying? Nice little spot. From the outside, it looked like the ghetto. But on the inside, it was actually super smooth for real, I ain't even gonna lie. So we in there, we chilling. We end up going to her room, we chilling on the bed or whatever. And she playing music. You know, playing music, Ride Wave, it be a young boy, you know, just regular shit. And it was going cool. So she ended up smoking. We laying down, we vibing, you know. At some point, you feel me, we start, you feel me, kissing and touching, you feel me. So now, this where it get crazy. So we kissing, we touching or whatever, and you feel me, we getting into it. I'm talking about it's getting deep. She ended up climbing on top of me. And you know when you somebody on top of you, just kind of like rubbing on them, you grabbing on them, I kind of, you feel me, grab her ass a little bit. And she like, no, like, and I'm like, oh, I know what this is about. I already know what she finna say. She like, no, we can't do it. I'm on my period. I'm like, alright, with you, like, that's cool, like, whatever. But then the liquor start beating my ass. I'm talking about it's, I'm talking about it's whooping me. And I'm just like, man, like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm horny as fuck. I'm bricked up in this bitch. So I'm like, shit, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, I don't even care. I'll run a red light. Like, you bad as hell. We ain't even gotta tell nobody, like, shit. Like, so she like, nah, like, I ain't never did nothing like that before. Like, I ain't never read no red light. And it's our first time, like, really kicking it for real. Like, I can't do that. I'm like, yeah, I respect it. You right. But I'm just sitting there chilling, and she still laying on top of me, and then she start kissing on my neck and like nibbling on my ear a little bit. You know, that shit do something to a nigga. So I'm just like, shit. Like at this point, maybe she is trying to do this shit, cause you know when you drunk and all your blood start going to your mans, it's like you really can't think no more. So I'm like, you sure? Like, you sure? She like, yeah. I mean, I feel like if we do, I gotta get something out of it. I'm thinking to myself, like, something out of it. Like, what do you want out of this? Like, cause I'm not about to eat you on your period. Like, that's fucking disgusting. Like, so what do you want out of this? She like, I mean, I ain't never did nothing like this before, so if I do it, I have to get something out of this. And I'm like, I know she not thinking about money. So she lay there for a little minute. She's still on top of me, and she trying to get closer to my ear, like she about to nipple on it again, and then she just whisper, "What about 2K?" 2K? NBA 2K? Like, you play the game? Like, you just want 2K? No. She was talking about $2,000 for me to hit on her period. 2K to hit bloody P. So I'm just laying there quiet. I'm in the straw. I'm just like, I can't believe she just said that. Like, there's no way she just said that. Like, 2K? She think this a fetish or something? Like, girl, I'm just drunk and horn. Like, this ain't no fetish, man. So she literally just see me like still as hell, not saying nothing. And I'm thinking to myself, like, why the fuck would she say 2K? And then it hit me. It's towards the end of the month. This has to be her rent. Because there's no way she just saying a random 2K for no act. Like, 2K for bloody P? No, there's no way. It's had to be for her rent. So I'm laying there and I'm just like, she can tell I'm not fucking with it. So she like roll over and she kind of whispered to me again. She was like, okay, maybe we can do it for 1K. Bro, 1K? Oh my God, like, bro, you must really think I'm a goofy. Like, bro, 1K for bloody P. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not hitting you for 1K for no bloody P. Like, what are you talking about? So I'm just thinking about something, laying there. I'm still quiet. And she was like, I think she thought I said something, because out of nowhere, she was like, okay, 1K cool. Let's shake on it. Hey, bro, I can't make this shit up. Bro, she told me, she said, let's shake on it. Like, shake? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Bro, I literally was just like, all right, man, like, I'm out of here, man. I'm just going, you feel me? I'm just going to catch you later, man. I just got up out of there, man. And that's just one of the single mothers that asked me for some pay. But if y'all fuck with this, I'm going to tell you another story about a single mama that asked me for $2,600. Oh my God, bro, this Atlanta shit, man, this shit is sick.
It was story time. So, story time of how the guy that I was dating or getting to know had shit in his pants. Yeah. So this was like a couple years ago, whatever. I was talking to this guy who used to promote in the Dallas area, and he was having a mansion party. So I go to the party, kicking it with his friends, you know, drink or whatever, da-da-da. I get tired, so I think I called it a night really by like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I wake up, and it's like 3, 4 people are still partying, whatever, and he decides to come to the room. You know, he's trying to get nasty. I'm glad I didn't. So he comes to the room, tries to get nasty or whatever. Ended up not doing it, and we go to sleep. I wake up the next morning, and I'm trying to find my clothes so I can put my clothes on. Just have my t-shirt and my panties on. I go in the closet to grab my clothes, and when I looked down, I saw his boxers. And there was a real thick paste of shit just across the boxer, like where the booty is, like where the marker, like where you know it's gonna sit on your ass crack. That's where the shit was at. So I was like, oh. And I gotta take the rest of this little shot because I would never tell people this fucking story. Only a couple of my friends know the story, but who gives a fuck? Should I? Okay. Ooh. So I was like, oh, and he was like, you good? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh, I gotta go. Like, I gotta dip. So he doesn't put on the same clothes like to take me outside. He just keeps on like some other basketball shorts. So till this day, I never told him that. No, I saw that there was shit in your pants. And when I say shit, y'all, like shit from like a 4-year-old's ass or a 3-year-old's ass. You know when you worked at them daycares and you had to wipe their asses because they were so shitty? That's the type of shit that I'm talking about was coming out his body. But till this day, y'all, I never fucking told him. And mind you, I've seen him at the club a couple times. Like, he would invite me to his section, blah, blah, blah. But there's no way, as a man, human being, whatever, that when I walked out that house, mind you, this was probably about 4 years ago now. There's no way that when I walked out that house and you walked back in the house and you was getting ready to, you know, complete your day and put your clothes probably in the bag or whatever you was going to put it at, there's no way that you didn't see that you shitted in your pants. So I don't know if he maybe had to go doo-doo and then, you know, he thought he finished, so he just laid back down, or did you fart at the party? Did you shart? I don't know. But I'm a firm believer that men don't really know how to wipe their asses anyway. So.
Dating stories that will have you cringing so hard you'll understand why I'm still single. Years ago, I had gone out with this guy. I think we had been out like 3-4 times, so things were going really well, had great chemistry. It was looking promising. He said, hey, now that we know each other a little bit better, I would love to pick you up so you don't have to drive and meet me somewhere. I'm like, yeah, that would be great. So he picks me up to be able to go to dinner. We had plans. We were going to be doing like several different things, like activities throughout the night. So I was really excited about that. So one of my favorite things to do with somebody that I'm dating is kind of like drive around if the weather is good with the windows down, music blaring. It's one of my favorite things. So we did that. He picks me up. The weather was great. We rolled down the windows. We're blaring out to this music, cracking up, when all of a sudden this man starts to like freak out. Apparently he was in a relationship, or this woman thought they were in a relationship or something, and he saw her and he was freaking out that she may see me in the car. Of course, he tried to tell me that he just didn't know how she would react to him dating again so soon because they just broke up. I am assuming they were actually together, but he literally had the audacity to look at me and say, duck down. Who are you talking to? He said, she can't see me in the car with a woman. Like, I need you to duck down and like not be here. Now, this woman was like one car ahead of us, sitting at the light from what I could see, who he was saying it was. And so he was like, we're going to be potentially passing her. Like, please just get down on the ground. Absolutely not. I told him no. I told him that was ridiculous to even ask me. I told him to go ahead and take me home. This man starts yelling at me, trying to push me down to the floorboard of the car. I told him just to pull over, let me out of the car. And he did. And I got an Uber to go back to my house. Of course, he later called me and just literally said, I don't understand why you couldn't have just done that for me. I didn't want the drama. That was ridiculous. No, sir. It was ridiculous that you asked me to hide like I'm some side chick or something. No, sir. Lose my number. Don't ever call me again. And he said, you're so difficult. Okay. You can't even make this stuff up. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why I'm still single.